All members are present, so we do have a quorum. We begin by entertaining a motion to approve the minutes from the meeting of November 26, 2019.
I so move.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The minutes are approved. Claims were sent to you for review by email. I would entertain a motion that we approve the claims.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion regarding any of the claims? If not, all those in favor of payment of the claims, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. It is unanimously approved. Report of the utility superintendent.
Good evening.
Evening.
So tonight we've got several things on the agenda, including the award of our Brookhaven Water Main project. Do want to comment on, we've had started our 1,000 meter changeout program. Actually, I think Dale got his door hanger today. So that project is up and running. And the contractor is putting out notices, I think yesterday and today, and plans on actually starting that, putting meters in tomorrow. And their plan is to be done before the Christmas break. And then, see, we've got a couple of just regular acceptance of water and sanitary sewer systems in a new subdivision, and our approval of our substantial completion for the Wellfield project. And then I want to update you on Lift Station 19. So on the 14th, as you see in my report, we did have a spill there. The bypass pump had a hiccup with the floats failed to work, which then the pump did not work. Although the pump was running, but the motor was running, but the pump quit pumping because the floats did not tell it to pump. So we ended up with a spill. We did discharge into Indian Creek, as you can see, and there was a fish kill involved. So we've had a follow-up meeting with IDEM. We should be hearing something from them soon. I don't expect that it's going to be anything terrible, outcome-wise. Obviously, it's not anything we enjoy having to report, but it was something that was outside our control. We got it rectified as soon as possible, so I don't think they had any issues with our cleanup procedures or anything like that. We did have one thing I think we will probably get dinged on is we were supposed to have called within 2 hours, and instead we did email, which that goes back to a previous discussion we had with Marion County Health and IDEM, where they told our guys that they wanted everything via email. We took it to mean they wanted everything via email, so we did send a report in a timely manner like we're supposed to, but we didn't make the phone call. So I think that's really the only thing they can ding us on. So getting along with Lift Station 19, so finally now we've got the power hooked up to the station, although it's on the temporary service because IPL cannot get out until probably about the middle of January to hook up permanent power. So we are on temporary power. We're still keeping a bypass pump out there just in case, but the station is literally running. And I've made a couple of phone calls to IPL. Hopefully we can try to get that done a lot quicker, get them out there sooner, but apparently they're very backed up as well. So in the meantime, though, we have it running. We have our generator in place there for power as well, and then of course the bypass pump. So we've got plenty of redundancy there. And
Mike, I'm just going to go back to the phone call. Do you think there would be fines associated to the ding?
they did not mention anything about that in our meeting.
Okay.
John, how much discharged out in Indian Lake?
it got into Indian Creek, and so at that time, I don't know if you remember, but the flow in the creek was very low. It was very dry. It had been dry for some time, so we estimated about 50,000 gallons. But and the fish were found in the stretch of the creek between 56th Street and Pendleton Pike. But for 2 or 3 days after that, we monitored the creek. There was no additional odor. There were no other fish kills. Matter of fact, the day after the spill, there were fish swimming in the area that between 56th and Pendleton Pike.
I was just curious, I drove by there the other day and there was a guy sitting in his truck. Is there a guy monitoring it all the time or something?
We have, while we were, before we had the temporary, or the power hooked up to the temporary service, we had guys sitting there monitoring to make sure that pump didn't fail. And did a little update on Franklin Road, so we should be getting signs out soon. I was by there today. I had not seen them out yet, but we'll be following up with that contractor, make sure they get that signage out there in a timely manner. Other than that, that's all I have.
Okay. So the changeover in the meters, just so we'll all know, the purpose of that is what?
That is to get the cellular endpoint meters in. So that's the meter that they can read actually from the billing office. It's the transmitter on it is basically like a cell phone. So when they call up the account in the billing office, they hit a button and that wakes that meter up and it sends the call in cellular. So they don't actually have to go out and read it. And then that also, when you have this latest version of the technology, the upgraded technology, you have also the highest level of that EyeOnWater app, which means, as I explained to Dale earlier, when you set your EyeOnWater alerts up through that app from Badger Meter, the notification, if you go outside of a certain range of water used in a 24-hour period, which you as a customer set, then with these newer meters, you get the message the next day instead of having to wait until the meter is read.
It was battery operated?
Yeah, they have a battery on them. I think right now they're saying the shelf life on those batteries is probably about 15 to 20 years.
No kidding.
Okay. We know some of us at least got notices on our doorknobs today. So
Yeah, and we're going to continue to roll out projects in increments of 1,000 like that, and then eventually try to get all those. We have a lot of the older drive-by meters where the batteries are nearing the end or at the end of their life right now, so that's why we're starting to push these out.
Okay.
very good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't believe we have any unfinished business. Under new business, item number 1, approval of potable water system for the Eagles at Winding Ridge, Section 2. I would entertain a motion that we approve that.
So moved.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Not all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. That is approved unanimously. Item number 2, approval of sanitary sewer system for the Eagles at Winding Ridge, Section 2. Entertain a motion that we approve that.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That is unanimously approved. Item number 3, approval of substantial completion of water system improvements for Phase 1 in the well field. Entertain a motion that we approve that.
I move we approve it.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That is unanimously approved. Item number 4, award a bid for the Brookhaven Water Main Replacement Project.
So again, you should have the copy of the recommendation letter from BLN recommending that we go with SC Case. And we've got Pete Wamsley here with BLN in case you have any questions on that bid recommendation.
All right, I would entertain a motion that we approve the award of the bid.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion? Not all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Those nay? That is approved. Item number 5, approval of the 2020 utility budget. That was distributed to us a couple of weeks ago. Entertain a motion that the 2020 utility budget be approved.
So move.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? You have Jason here if there are any questions regarding anything in the budget. Not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those nay. That is approved. Item number 6, approval of the 2020 salary ordinance. I would entertain a motion that we approve that.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions or discussion regarding the 2020 salary ordinance?
I had a quick question. Is there a reason why the salary ordinance would be separate from the utility budget?
I'm not sure of that. Jason, can you address that issue? I think one is an ordinance and the other is,
The question is why is the salary, it's a salary resolution, why is it separate from the budget?
Right.
The salary resolution is just stipulating the ranges for the next year that we can pay individuals from the utility. So it's a requirement to set those salaries, so it does need to be done by year end, and so we've always just had it in conjunction with the budget. So what is in the budget would be supported by the ranges in the salaries, if that makes sense. So it is a requirement. So in other words, if we didn't have the resolution in place for 2020, we would either revert to the existing resolution in terms of the ranges that we could pay individual employees at the utility.
Well, the only reason I asked, I was just thinking that the payment for both would all come from the same pot pretty much.
It does. Yeah, this goes in hand with the budget. It's just saying for the employees at the utility, this is the range that we could pay them from minimum to maximum. And those dollars then would be in the operating budgets under salaries and benefits for both the water and sewer utility. It's similar to what we do on the Civil City side. We have a budget that spells out each line item by department, and then we also have a separate salary ordinance for both civilian and public safety employees, which is a state law requirement to have that salary ordinance.
so that we then avoid having to list the salary ranges within the budget itself.
Correct. Yep.
Anything else? If not, all those in favor of adoption of the 2020 salary ordinance, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those nay? That is approved unanimously. Thank you. Account adjustments. We have one, 4949 North Sadler Drive, requesting a sanitary sewer adjustment in the amount of $293.33 due to a slab leak.
That's correct. And we do recommend approval.
Entertain a motion that we approve that.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. That is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Remonstration of ratepayer dispute regarding disconnect notice. We do not have any. I do not believe we have any citizens' comments this evening.
President, I move we adjourn.
So moved.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, nay. We are adjourned. Thank you all.